Hello there everyone, welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Thrawn's Revenge 3.2 preview playthrough as Warlord Zsinj's Empire without Warlord Zsinj. In the last few episodes we've been kind of trying to set up a border with the New Republic over here, while trying to push out to the west a little bit. We did get our notification that Findar is under attack, so we're going to want to move our forces away and see if we can get here on defense before it comes in. Because that's kind of scary. But hope you're all doing well. We are going to be recording a few episodes here today on Twitch. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, we're recording every Monday for this series, every Friday for the Hapen series. And it looks like 3 Tactors and a bunch of anti-fighter, though no fighters of their own. We're actually getting close-ish to the end of this series. So we'll have however many episodes today, and then we'll see how far we get. Because I am going to stream the final bits on YouTube, but there's a lot of independent planets that we're going to be focusing on taking right now as we head for building the Vengeance. Not this Vengeance, the SSD Vengeance. That's not why we put them in the same faction, but yeah, because we are heading towards the release as well. That is going to be on April 21st, which is next Thursday. So really close already before we move on to point 3. But everything's going pretty smoothly with that, so it's not looking like there's going to need to be any delays. We're kind of slowly relaxing our way into point 3. There's still a fair amount to do, but it's not super crunchy, which is always nice. Alright, so we have our Serennon. This is going to be a pretty clear win for us, I think. I'm going to try to put this Serennon up a bit. I don't think they're going to be able to beat through it, especially with the HV gun.
Your command, sir.
But just so we don't lose anything else.
Ready for duty.
Because it would be enough that if the ISDs start focusing on the victory, for example, that'd be enough to kill it. And I don't want to lose them. We will need to build a few academies, naval academies, because we have enough money for the Vengeance, but we don't have the ship crews yet. We're still quite a ways away from the ship crews for the Vengeance. So, you know what, let's let the HV gun work on that one, and we'll try to get in on these guys. I don't really need to worry about what my fighters are doing. They're going to die to the Lancers, but we've already got fighter superiority. They have literally 0 fighters. And this little cluster of ships can finish off that. We don't even need the rest of the HV gun for it. You're going to do power to weapons. And... alright. So yeah, we've got a fleet that's kind of up in the north going through that other line of planets, the independent ones. Then we have this force that's holding the border against the Empire and pushing into a bit of the other independent territory now that we've taken the Empire's territory near Mandalore. So we got Dathomir. We got Vandamir, Vandabath, Dathabath. We gotta try to find some of our lighter weaponry. That's not good. Alright. We are gonna lose an assassin, it looks like. That's sad. Okay. Brian is asking, is this Empire versus Empire? This is one of the Imperial warlords against the main Empire, so we're playing as Warlord Zsinj. And the main faction we've got to fight on the map right now is the main Galactic Empire. Right now, the Empire has more overall forces than us, but especially after this battle, we should be getting closer. The independent forces still have more than any of the factions, us or the New Republic, but we should be whittling them down. I'm gonna HV gun that Lancer. It's farthest away. These other Lancers are gonna be taking a lot of damage. going to be harder to hit for our heavy weapons, which we have a lot of, but we're close enough that it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be whiffing too many shots. There we go. I was right. As always. So we'll want to check the charts. We did lose the assassin. Let's see what we're at right now. So we have 21 planets with 20% of the galactic military. New Republic has 5 with 14. And Empire has 14 with 21%. So that's closer than I thought we'd be to the Empire. The independent forces are still 26 planets and 45%. So they obviously won't build up, but oh, we lost our... We lost our Golan.
Beginning construction.
Let's get that. We have a light frigate shipyard here as well. Which I'm going to just queue up a bunch of those on. Because, again, we have enough money for the Vengeance, but we do need more of these guys. So let's get 3 naval academies. Let's actually get 4. Which is going to be more than we need overall, but for what we're doing, take it. Then we'll invade on Bimial. So we'll build up a few of those planets that we just took from the Empire. There might be 1 or 2 more we want to take in that direction. Like, I know Mandalore is right there. So I think we're like 1 planet off of Mandalore, which we'll want for influence units, both in this playthrough and in the Hapen one. Get the turbo laser. You. And we'll get some more raptors.
Yes, sir.
One of you should probably go over there. Right, and you're just gonna sit right here so you can back up whichever you need to.
Roger. Reporting in.
Now lay some mines as well.
Roger that. There they are. Blast them.
Right, if I send more infantry up here, then ooh, that's not great. Don't like that. We want even more infantry. Okay, they're gonna be under pressure from the Nemesis. Nemesis are scary. IDT, stop that ATDP. Raptors, get the infantry. Okay, that's actually fine now. Stop them, because that is going to be a problem for our infantry. And here we go. Oh, that was so close. Did I lose? No, I didn't lose the IDT. We can just try to rush down the IDT with that, or Nemesis with that. Never mind, it's dead. Even better. And when all the TIE Maulers are dead, then there's nothing to stop our Raptors. So let's get over there, send you over here, and start pushing in towards the structure. Okay. Stay on the anti-infantry, because they could just, like, run through and mess us up if they decide to, which I really don't want to happen. No, okay, so they were about to try it. Alright, get the ATDPs. More Maulers. Right, start heading over that direction. We've got all the landing we could want. And the structures are starting to die as well. I probably do need to figure out what we're going to play after this one ends, so I can put out the patron unit choices for that. Which faction has the ATDP? I believe that is the Pentastar one. So these are just independent forces garrisons. One guy's asking, for ground-to-space weapons, you choose by lore which factions get the HP gun or ion cannon. It's not really a lore thing that any faction views any versus the other. Like, we have all the Imperials using hypervelocity gun, New Republic, Hapens, and CSA use the ion cannon, because like Rebels obviously use the ion cannon in the movie, but there was a bunch of different ground-to-space weapons that were used in different sources. It's less of a factional choice and just kind of like in universe, it's less of a factional choice and more just what that planet has. Usually just like planetary defense networks exist, but we are pretty limited in what we can do. Like, we can't give a unique one for every faction. It's one of the more hard-coded parts of Empire at War, so just do what we can. Alright, let's keep trying to come back down here. Like, we're probably not going to take every independent planet. We're trying to get at least a good chunk of them. In Contrum, I'm going to build up a lot of assassins to start on all of them as well. Okay, we'll see if we can win at Agamar. We probably need more ships into this fleet, but
The enemy is approaching.
we should be able to handle what they have.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, there's Sky.
Moving into position.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay.
En route. I see.
Location confirmed.
We do have to be
Understood.
kind of careful on this one.
Underway. Moving into position. Moving out. On my way.
Our fleet should be better, but it's pretty close.
Let's go.
Yes. Fire at their laser cannon.
Alright, especially if we can take out the chaff from a distance like that. That's really good.
Weapons online.
Alright, Tiber, can you hit the Syndic then?
Copy.
Alright, being able to shut down the Warlord, or the Rokia, that's good.
Disable those ion web of corruption.
None of the proton torpedoes or missiles from the Kuros are going to get in.
What are your orders?
Weapons online.
Alright, Tiber, onto the chaff now too.
Weapons charged. Preparing for combat.
Frigate here.
Cool, didn't need to worry.
Enemies in range.
The assassins are so nice. Just the reliable damage on some of the smaller stuff.
What is it?
I copy. Moving out.
Fleet.
I was kind of worried when we were setting up
Enemy targets.
the factions that Zsinj in particular would end up feeling less clear in what he's doing, but especially with some of the smaller ships like that, like the Corvettes, I think he's ended up
Battleship reporting.
pretty well off and well defined with how the capitals and smaller ships work together without overlapping too much with like the Greater Maldrude or
Waiting your orders.
Battleship
the Ariado Authority.
Destroy the ion cannon. If the plan goes well, these battles will be short. Move in for the kill. Taking fire.
Lots of frigate reporting. This
Alright.
way.
I do want to reinforce this fleet before taking too many more risks with it.
Commence attack.
Roger that. We are victorious. Form up.
Alright, and our ground forces should be able to take this as well. It's only one structure, I think, on the ground. So maybe I will save before doing that. So let's save, and then we will invade there. And we'll take a look at that chunk of planets near where we took the territory from the Empire around Dathomir, and see if there's anything to kind of solidify that territory. The Empire is mostly just that line of planets in the New Republic as well. So once we get to pushing on them, then we should be able to stop them from reinforcing Coruscant, which they're struggling with right now. They have Coruscant and they have Burita, but taking Thanos would cut off Tagoria from that as well. And it doesn't look like they're going to be able to actually take Korlag or Chandrila. Unless they're really building something up on Coruscant and Krita. Like, they can still send stuff in, so hopefully for them they're doing it, but it doesn't seem likely. We can also take Bandamir, but I want to get a...
Command.
I want to get a probe droid for that. See what's there before we move in.
Moving to destination.
Agamar we can take right away. These are a lot of just 3-slot planets. We've got Agamar, Paran Minor, Hewitt, Tartaglia, and Sifkrik that are only 3 slots max.
Construction complete.
So depending on how big the garrisons are there, well, it really doesn't matter how the slots are, because the Independent Forces spawns are only so big in the first place, but
Awaiting orders.
it does give a max.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's get the IDT in, and let's get the APC in as well.
Acknowledged. I copy.
We want to use the transports for some of that.
Moving to that area, sir.
And we'll grab the mine that's down here, unless it's been randomized to something else or been changed.
Fallout troops.
I think it actually has been changed. It's so hard to remember with
Let's move out.
everything.
Reporting.
Okay, you're going up there.
Order acknowledged.
You're going in there. We're going to try to get to that other way down. Oh, it's a mine.
Yes, Commander.
Get some money.
Ready for recon.
We've secured an abandoned mining facility. Mining.
And this is Hesitant Local Garrison. Not Vision. Very sad.
Order, sir.
Still useful, but not Vision.
Gearing up.
So,
Reporting.
we'll send all those infantry up the top. Through here. So they'll just go with the Raptors.
Ready. Let's go.
So that way, you're going to deploy on that one.
Almost there. Scanning the area.
Prop.
Yes, sir.
And now with another landing zone, we'll do the actual drop from there. So I want you, I want you, I want yous, and then more infantry on top of that.
Scout trooper reporting.
Get her there.
Reporting in. Roger that.
That is too much anti-air for
Support order acknowledged.
an air unit. Shocking, I know.
Awaiting orders. Targeting rebels.
This is going to be a problem with the infantry as well.
Armor ready. I copy. On my way.
Okay, well, we'll try to get in there.
Watching for the enemy.
They're all going up north. Yeah, these guys are all screwed.
Awaiting orders. Roger that.
Boy. All the flak is gonna really wreck our lighter vehicles and infantry.
Reporting.
Unit destroyed.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, I'm gonna deploy some of you in the PX-10.
Inputting coordinates.
We'll need to go up a bit and kill all those guys. Though the IDT is actually handling some of that.
Yes, sir.
I don't want you in there.
Ready. On the way. Engaging rebel forces.
Stay back.
Order, sir.
And they've tried to flank us here.
Fire.
They've successfully flanked us, but we'll see what the end result is.
Right away. Support order acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Should be able to get them up.
Battalion standing by.
You guys can go help on that landing zone. You can hopefully get up there and kill that last Skyrov. Nope, blow it up. There you go.
Moving out. We'll back you up. Roger that. Awaiting destination.
ready. Time.
Nothing else that they get to use here.
Copy. Roger. All out, troops. Reinforcement.
And we should be able to take the
Reporting
victory point off that.
We've lost the landing zone. Roger that.
Good for you. Taking that landing zone.
Ready.
I get this one, though. I'll trade you.
Landing zone.
Awaiting orders. Moving to position.
Activating. Ready for duty. Order.
We can start heading for the base. I don't think we'll actually need to go into it. But it should just be some infantry that are floating around.
Scout trooper.
So, where are some of our lighter vehicles? Let's see if we can just track them down. Because we can bombard the base in a second.
Let's move out.
So it'll just be whatever infantry are still around somewhere that we need to worry about.
Let's roll.
Bombardment available.
As you do that and take out the base.
Roger that.
You can drop the base.
On my way. Moving.
That is a lot of turrets.
Target.
I think it's just these ones.
Fire at will. Awaiting orders.
There. I was hoping they'd kill that a little bit faster and not die to the turret that way, but the wall got him. Thank you for following, Desmond.
Planetary control achieved.
Constructing.
Enter command.
Constructing.
Alright, Bimil, you've got no money. You're not of interest to me.
Construction complete.
Vandermeer and Wayland are what they have left over here.
Enter command.
Commencing.
It's only 3 stack as well, so I think we want to take that before they build up any more units. And Wayland looks like a similar situation, because we cleared out this space of both, I think. So they have stations there still.
Awaiting orders.
I didn't properly check before we invaded here. I wasn't planning to talk about it, but then I
Moving
did.
out. Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements en route.
We'll grab the IDTs, and we'll drop anything else once we get to the actual landings.
Move out.
They're going to go ahead and clear the area for us.
Order acknowledged. Right away, sir. Yes, Commander. Enemy unit sighted.
What can we capture up here? Before I go check. That's our Lethal prop? Yeah. We don't use it very often.
Order, sir. Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Alright, that's the sensor, which I am a fan of. We'll go get that other sensor.
We've secured a landing zone.
Get double vision.
Ready.
Not the drunk kind.
Squad, advance.
We have a landing zone, so let's put the AT-PT to go south. Turbo laser to go north. Then we'll want more infantry.
Mission received. Moving out.
I don't think we want another transport on this one.
Transmission received.
Transfer coordinates.
Ready for command. Moving to position.
Get away from that AA.
Affirmative, sir.
Run away, run away.
Beginning short-range fire. Awaiting orders.
Bad things are happening.
Destroyed.
Their tanks got in.
Ready to receive orders. Firing. Standing by. Targeting.
Wasn't paying enough attention. This was terrible.
Reporting.
sir.
We need to advance properly.
Order acknowledged. Attack that target.
Okay. Now if we do it all together properly,
Fire at will.
things will work fine. But we did lose an ATAP off of it, which is very sad.
Heading out.
Can you hit that, or is that too far away?
Awaiting orders.
Probably too far away. Uri and Tiber are really not
Yes, sir.
in the best of coding shape right now. But he should be able to hit everyone around the people he wants to kill. They're like the main things that still need to actually be done.
Roger.
And
Attacking. All out. Let's move out. We've lost a landing zone. Form up.
get up there.
You're right. So be it.
Yeah, he can hit everyone around his target, but not his target. Alright, up there. Focus on everything but the vehicles. Should be able to get through the rest and then let the artillery handle that. Over there. Which Imperial Warlord faction has the best trained military? There realistically wouldn't have been that much of a difference between all of them. They were only around for a couple years for most of them. So there wasn't much of a chance to specialize too much. Like, sure, the Raptors are these special elite troops, but, like, how much are you really going to do in, like, 2 years that Zsinj was around? Alright, we killed a lot of AA turrets, so let's try to bomb some of this.
Initiate attack run. Under attack.
Wait for instruction.
Commencing bombing run.
I'll go and kill the rest of them. Yeah, that's what needs help now. That really not. That sucks. The IDT should be able to kill that. But I think we need the IDTs to help on there. Okay, IDT over. You need to walk in too. Okay, we can just destroy the field base. The infantry should, even though it's mostly dead, should be able to finish that off. Come on, artillery. And IDT's over there.
Form up.
What do you need?
You two have to shoot it. There's just no other way around it. Okay, now they should be able to kill what's left of this building.
Copy.
Not our best outcomes.
Heading out.
Like we want the transports after all. And I'll get a field base. I should have built a field base earlier, but I really just kept thinking we'd have it without spending any money. I cheaped out.
Scout trooper reporting. Let's go.
Right, so now it is just the last structure. I'll probably kill that before these infantry get in range.
Roger that.
Rid of that turret.
Open fire. Warm up. Awaiting orders. Attack that target. Reporting.
Is Rex going to be in the cannon mod? Yeah, when we get to Imperial Civil or Imperial Reign, it's a pretty safe bet that Rex would show up in some form. I mean, we're far off from doing any specific unit or hero plans for anything, but like if you go by what we include or anything else, like if a character shows up in a continuity in a certain period, then they're viable for inclusion. Whether or not they're high priority or whether we get to them in a reasonable amount of time, who knows? Alright, 4 ATAP. Need to get a lot of infantry. Need some ATAPs again. Let's do that all there. We still need more for this side as well. That should be another save. Even longer since the first one. We do want to take Wayland, but I'll probably do another independent planet first. What did that leave the Empire at for planets? I think they were at, like, what, 15 before? No, or were they at 20? They're not very high. I think we are passing them in planets already. And how are we for crews? Still only plus 10, so is it still finishing them off? Or is it not adding properly resources? We'll see what it goes to next week. It may have only just been the 1 week. Yeah, plus 50 per week.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
At your command.
Alright, so let's get some VSDs on each of these planets.
Reporting.
Selenon, we'll get those. We'll get an ISD, actually. Then they can just be defended without us having to move stuff back and forth for them. We can take Mandalore. So we'd need to check what the defenses are there. We'll also have to do for some of these planets. So let's just start getting more of that.
Cruiser reporting.
This is gonna be
Reporting.
this is gonna be a harder one on ground because they have more structures. Am I gonna build the SSD? Yeah, once we have the ship crews for it.
Construction complete.
So let's see what's on Mandalore.
Reporting.
Aaron Minor. That's a pretty weak one.
Reporting.
Mandalore looks pretty strong on the ground. In space, it's not too bad.
Cruiser reporting. Complete. Reporting.
How are you for...
Transmission received.
You're fine, but I'm gonna do that anyways.
Receiving location. Reporting in. We're moving out.
Star Destroyer over there. Where else do we want to build up anything useful?
Course approved.
Maybe in Contrum we'll throw up some ground structures. If it was on Findar, I should have done that before moving him. But we'll do it here. And then we'll get a barracks, a heavy, and an advanced. I didn't click on those while saying the correct names, but you all know what I mean. So we can take Perrin Minor and Hewitt. That's going to be a lot more efficient for us to move around. That's slightly stronger in space and more annoying on ground. Those are the Zsinj versions, too.
Vehicle in production.
Beginning construction.
Aglia has pretty rough ground on there. Alright, we do want
Beginning construction.
some constructibles on that. Bimil, you can have some advanced vehicle factories. I'm going to build a bunch of them. And this ISD can come to...
Move out. Navigating.
We'll swap those so we can have a VSD on there, because we can still build one here.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Alright, and by the time we have enough ship crews to actually build the Vengeance, we'll still be able to afford it. We're making a lot of money right now. Only spending so much. Has Zsinj showed up to work? Zsinj won't be showing up. You can't get the regular heroes in these campaigns. We can get the government mechanic related ones, but we can't get Zsinj himself. Which reminds me, we need to build Arda 1.
Vehicle in
Construction
production.
complete.
We do have some more heroes we can get. Alright, there are some pretty hefty garrisons coming up, but nothing that this fleet can't handle before getting to Corson. This one might be a little bit rougher, but we should still be able to handle it. Alright, let's put another spy into Wayland. We want to take all of these planets as our current goal.
Moving out.
I know we have the ULAV in that fleet right now, but it can leave later.
Look, sir, it's them.
Choose your reinforcements.
This one's easy.
I'll get there.
Oh, they're gonna stop us from retreating.
To that location.
Oh no.
Moving to sector.
You know what, ULAV, just get in there.
Location confirmed. Fall out.
You get to help today.
Let's go.
And it's an assault axe, so most of its weapons are going to be in the missiles, which we're going to shoot down with our bunch of lancers.
On my way. Guns at the ready.
I hope you are prepared. I know I am. Coordinates received.
What are they? What are you running up there for? Like, the Zan Consortium playthrough is going well.
Corvette moving out.
Time is money.
Zsinj has been deposed by virtue of FTGU, the foot goo.
Reporting. Frigate here.
Ooh, if people hate when I call the Empire of the Hand EOF, they're really gonna hate if I call FTGU foot goo. I love it.
Ready to fire. Concentrating fire.
Frequency open. Attack
My
that.
favorite idea this week.
Ready for action.
I've had some mediocre ideas this week.
Heading out.
What are your orders? Carrot Commander here.
Weapons online. Fire.
Yeah, a whole game mode dedicated to Charlie.
Open fire.
Lots of frigate reporting. Fire at will.
Standing by. Attack commencing.
1 and 2.
Confirmed.
2.
Move out. Arrival imminent.
Okay, what was on the ground here? CSA, a lot of infantry, which is our specialty, so get out of here, Sith Lords. Alright, let's see. We got Balric, Stormtrooper Platoon, a Spy, and an AT-AT. We'll probably throw them into Uri's company.
Yes, Commander. Move out. Orders, sir.
See if we can get down to...
Choose your reinforcements.
Or we can load up into
Reporting.
an IDT.
Building started.
Button.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, we'll load up in the IDT, then go over to this landing zone.
Ready. Moving to that area, sir.
Construction complete.
This is a map that it's always had a lot of cool individual features, but it's just so big where a lot of the gameplay is just waiting, and then it's split into like 1 or 2 choke points. It ends up not being one of my favorite to play, which is unfortunate because of some of the way the features are. Like, there's some good stuff to build probably a few split versions of it out of, but... And we do have some split versions of it.
Fallout troops. As you wish. Moving to coordinates. Copy.
But it is a bit unfortunate that way. You're gonna have to focus on the walkers. You can come up and try to support them. We'll get even more raptors. Gonna make it look like Jurassic Park.
Order, sir.
Sneaking in the city. Deploy. The Raptors should be more than capable of handling, especially the infantry. But if we can have the artillery, the IDT, and the A9 take care of anything that's going to have some anti-infantry capabilities, then so much the better. Right. We do need to put something in this fleet that can do some bombing runs.
Roger.
A lot of stormtroopers coming up.
Keep going.
That was some nice mine placement. That was beautiful. You love to see it. Unless you're those stormtroopers, then you don't. But if you're anyone else, you do. These people are in a much worse position. They didn't get quite the same benefits off that. We need to get to the top and then immediately try to blow up that anti-infantry turret. There's actually 2 anti-infantry turrets here. So focus on that over the AV. And you should still be able to hit from there. It might be rough with the terrain. Right, that is a lot of turrets as well. Yeah, like we got all the way through there with those infantry, but it just, everything died. So it's a cool concept having them there, having a path there. It's just, there's not a way to take advantage of it as easily, unless you're like rushing a Jedi hero back there. Like it's a lot more situational than it probably ought to be for regular usage. You want some like niche use cases, but it's literally either go up that way or go over this bridge and up this way. So it stand to be a bit more commonly usable. Okay, just blow that thing up before it gets away again. Rocket, there you go. It's all dead.
Yes, Commander. Moving to destination. Yes, Commander.
That's going to be bombarded. And where do you think you're going? That's got to be the last unit. Or no, there's some infantry here.
Ready to receive orders.
Alright, you need to deploy.
Advancing.
It'll have to be that. Don't worry about that. Is that it? Nope. It's not the last one. Thought it was. Oh, there's even more infantry there. I think it is just the infantry. There's Perrin. What did we actually lose in that? I think we lost an infantry company, that's about it. Alright, Hewitt. I think we can take it. I don't want to take the risk.
Building under construction.
So let's get you over to them. And we do want to go back and destroy the Wayland stuff again. But let's check the charts one more time. 25 planets, 22%. 14 planets, 25%. And the independent forces are down by 7. 323. Okay, this is actually should be the Vengeance.
Vehicle in production.
That'll still take a little while to build.
We shall be there shortly.
Construction complete.
But it is starting.
Incoming!
Copy. This way. Choose your reinforcements.
Right away. Moving out.
Alright, we got our Pirate Lord leading our fleets over here. We'll have some other independent or legitimacy groups coming in for the leadership.
Engaging drive thrusters.
Understood. Moving to sector.
We're on the move.
It is an all-ground legitimacy group we got.
Your commander. Commander ready to receive orders. Reporting.
But also check if we can recruit more pirates. I think we only got the one group. So we should be able to as well.
Where'd he go?
Form up. Comlink active.
And we might get lucky on some of the next
Destroyer.
planet conquerings and get
Contact is garbled. Please repeat.
some more legitimacy groups. I want to try to at least get to the 5th level with it. You unlock one on average every 10 planets you take, but it is random, so
Bearing set.
there's no guarantees.
Star Destroyer standing by.
We are in position. Nowhere to Enemy target sighted.
Star Captain here. Vectoring to the enemy. Battle station. Locked on target.
Okay. Once we get to like Karita and Coruscant, those have increased chances, so we'll be more likely to get an unlock off of that.
Reading you. Nominal status.
But it is not ever a guarantee.
Heading to destination. Fire. Open fire.
Technically, yes, we could just take Coruscant a bunch of times by having it revolt. Seems like a lot of effort for that. Look, that's the kind of exploit that if people really want to do it for the group roles,
Construction complete.
go nuts, I guess. You're probably losing more resources out of it than what you'd actually get.
Vehicle in production.
Building under construction.
Alright, so let's grab IDTs for here. I don't think we actually have any IDTs on this side. We do have one, so we only need one more. We'll get some APs then.
Right away.
And here on Contrum, grab that.
Production.
Only at 11%. And we'll invade there. So that's a heavy vehicle factory, the main government garrison, plus the base defenses. Still haven't gotten anything for bombing runs in the northeast or northwest fleet,
Heading out.
but I do still want to do that.
Destination.
And we'll get Coral and Barrack.
Reinforcements.
We can send the other guys around for some vision. Spy. Which faction has the best troop transports? Warlord Zsinj has the most variety in troop transport options. The siege tower for the PA can help, but it's not like... It's more... help it bring some infantry around to support it than anything. It's not the best at, like, getting infantry to other places for the sake of using those infantry. The B5 is quite quick, but it's also only one kind of terrain. Like, Zsinj is usually the most versatile for getting across different types of terrain with different transports. Mount Druid as well.
Reporting.
PA is good enough for like, oh, I want to keep my infantry alive while moving, but if you're really trying to get to different places, then it's basically Zsinj or Maldruid. Like, quickly get to different places.
General, confirmed as advised.
Planetary shield. I want to get to a place where we have an angle on that turbo laser. First, you kill that. Oh, I didn't think that would actually be in range for that. Okay, I'm not liking how this is going with our infantry right now.
Ready for orders. I will crush them.
Reporting in.
Please get over there, infantry.
Roger that.
Reporting in, sir.
We should be okay. Yeah, we're good.
Ready to receive your transmission.
Deploying stormtroopers.
Get the troopers. Maybe I should send some of you back here.
Awaiting orders.
Now deploy
I copy.
these infantry, get a repair. And let's try to mine them.
Copy.
Now AT-AT, destroy all these, because then we can use some bombing runs and bombardments. You need to hit the turret. Otherwise you're going to be in trouble.
Reporting. There will be nothing left of them.
Reporting.
Don't spend your money on this. This is mine.
Awaiting orders. Ready.
Why would you think you can do this? What indication did I ever give that I would let that happen?
They shall perish. Extinguish the enemy.
Roger.
Let's get some evos on that side.
Attacking target.
Your orders, Commander? They will not.
That's almost dead, but not quite. So we'll want some IDTs to scout at the base and use our space-to-ground support. Use our orbital support for this.
Secured a landing zone. Reinforcements en route.
I'm going to drop them over here just so they can clear out any, like, ISPs or something that have happened to come on this way. I don't want that all to blow up.
I copy.
Been going too poorly.
What is your order?
If I target here, that might hit that. I don't think it's gonna, but I I can train.
Target locked. Order acknowledged.
It actually went better than I hoped. I was thinking, like, even at best, I just nick it a little bit. Not the Pokemon, but I don't know if Gen 7, Gen 8, I don't know what generation we're on. I don't know if those Pokemon references are going to be the most widespread understood references, so maybe I should just not do that.
Reporting in.
Okay. That is another Imperial planet down. This one had a mine, so that's some income for them this dawn. Even though I don't know that it actually makes any money. So
System control achieved.
the base income for Wayland. Oh, it's 200. Okay. More than I thought.
Building started.
Thought it could be close to zero.
Building started.
And we actually got Tog, too.
Vehicle in production.
It was a really good one to get, but what?
Construction complete. Enemy fleet approaching.
Maybe?
Enemy
Maybe it is going to
fleet
work?
Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
No! Okay,
Unit
have to
cancelled.
cancel it. Because I'm not sure if it's actually going to finish or go away after that.
They're in this direction.
Ag/Tog battlecruiser from,
En route.
famously from the X2 overview video. I do think we'll be able to hold, maybe?
Awaiting instruction.
Hypervelocity guns and ion cannons have actually been
Navigating to coordinates.
considerably nerfed, but since
Reinforcements.
in the last couple of weeks, but that's not in this version, so
Yes, Commander.
Reinforcements en route.
Flank speed. Commander.
Reinforcements en route.
see how much I can abuse them right now.
Frigate standing by.
Probably quite a bit.
En route.
Reinforcements
I copy.
en route. Reinforcements en route.
It might even be better to just go for the VSDs instead.
Reinforcements en route.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, rather than going for the ISDs, I think going for the VSDs is what we're...
Command available. Ready. Roger that.
Alright.
Reporting in. Move out. We shall be there shortly.
Not the most uneven fight. Especially if we can just do a bunch of people at the end. Part of why it is so much more effective for the player versus the AI is the fact that, like, we get the entire time the enemy fleet is coming in to just hit stuff, whereas the AI does not have that benefit.
Roger that. Cruiser
But-
reporting.
Not much we can do there.
Form up.
They basically have no fighters. And
Weapons are.
I think I am going to focus on the
Form up. Waiting orders.
VSDs over the ISDs for HV gunning.
Initiating attack.
Because we can basically put the entire ship out of commission with that, and I think we can handle the
Copy. Setting up.
ISDs a little bit better.
I copy. Bombs away. Destroyer.
Probably not true.
Batteries online. Target those lasers. Holding fire for maximum effect. Receiving message. Reporting. For the Empire.
Even if you have just like machine missiles or something.
Weapons ready. Ready for action. Station ready. Primary
I'll have to thread the needle on this one a little bit. Because really, until the shields are down on the ISD, or you're like 2 or 3 shots deep, you can't stop the music. I don't think we're going to lose the system. We might lose this battle, but not the system.
They've destroyed our priority is the laser tin. Waiting your orders. Primary engine system is down. Yes, Commander. Our primary engine system is down. Attacking target. Our engines are gone, sir. Fire at will. Fire on those lasers. Station ready.
Like, we've still got full health on
Right away. Moving out.
our 2 stations, plus a ton of little corvettes.
Attacking. Intercepting fire. Locking on. At your command. Targeting. Firing. Receiving message.
Enemies in range. Target locked.
Yes, come on.
I'm on it.
We've lost the iron turrets.
Eliminating target.
Guns at the ready.
See if we can kill the ISD.
Decoding transmission. Under attack.
Don't worry about the VSDs, still just the ISDs.
Ready for action. Ready for action.
Okay, I guess those are going to finish off that VSD.
Firing target.
Now, this one gets HV gunned.
Disable those ion cannons. Taking fire. Over there. Attack.
Yeah, we're good now.
Where you go? Command available. At your command.
Nowhere to run.
Form up. Target those lasers.
Falling out of formation.
Order confirmed. Receiving message. Decoding transmission. Waiting orders.
It really is just this ISD that we have to worry about right now.
Acquiring target.
Bombers on that.
For action. Copy. Target those lasers. Fire on those missile launchers. Destroy those missile launchers.
We're about to lose the shields on that going too. Hopefully that gives the assassins enough time to break through it. Or the going one.
I'm losing my engine. Yes, Commander. Attack. I'm getting torn apart. Ready.
Let's move the CR-90s over where they can intercept any missiles from this one.
Ready for action.
Attack formation.
Let's try to heal up the
At your command. Fire on those missile launchers. At your command.
going where we can. And we need to make sure they don't have too many other
Transmission.
bombers coming in.
Ordered, sir. Ready for action.
Damn, that hit the ISD. Alright, well that should make it easier for us to blow through it.
Target locked. Station ready. Orbital command available. Standing by. Fire on those lasers. I copy.
So close to killing so many of these hard points.
Destroy those missile launchers. At your command. Fire.
If it's powered weapons, then
Fire on those torpedo launchers.
we can take care of the, or take advantage of the enhanced damage we're going to do against it.
Position. Target those lasers.
Alright, get in more.
Form up.
Most of you aren't
Coding transmission.
assassins anymore.
Station ready. Orbital command available. At your command. Receiving message. Waiting orders. Fire on those lasers. Decoding transmission.
If we lose the station,
Station ready.
and I'm not going to be happy.
Copy. Attack that target. Target those lasers. Eliminating target at your command. We've lost the
Yeah,
laser.
because that's going to mean we have to rebuild the entire system.
Copy. Fire on those missile launchers.
I really wish the TOG House of Tag had been finished. Okay. I don't necessarily have to rebuild it right now. Got the nice double hit on that. Very rare, very epic. It's like, we'll still have the shipyard and the goal, and I just can't build anything else here until... I can't rebuild the station without getting rid of these two. There we go. Alright, well, we're going to leave the episode there because that has been over an hour. We're going to keep going here on Twitch, though, so for all of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.